I'll be strong. I'm finding it hard to resist. So show me what I'm looking for.
So I heard about this opportunity like with the Lead Scholars, and I was like, oh, this sounds so cool. So I signed up to go to Randy's alternative break trip to Roanoke, and it was honestly, I didn't know anybody when I signed up for the trip. It was like one of the most spontaneous things I've ever done. So I was like, you know what, let's do this. So once I went, I fell in love with it, and then Randy let us know the applications were out to apply to be an AP coordinator, and then I did, and then I got it, and I was like, yay, because that year there was like, it's like cutthroat, literally. I was like so scared. I was like, please hire me. but then once I did, I got the chance to meet everybody and plan. I was initially supposed to only plan one for lead because I was a Lead Scholar, and then I planned that one, and then I got asked to kind of jump on board with Amber to get a no list, and then we did that, and that was awesome. And then I was like, I don't want to lead the program, so I applied for assistant director, and I love it. Every year is a different group and a different like bond. It's like awesome.
I wanted to join because for me, I love volunteering. I have since I was in high school, and I thought it was a really good place for me, and things up throughout UCF kind of fell through, so this seemed like a really good fit for me, and I was right.
2017 I went to this experience in Miami based on human trafficking. So we volunteered there with an organization and all of that, and it was like the first time I actually like did something different with like, I could say like domestic students, we call them like that, we call you like that because I'm international student. Anyways, so that time was really interesting. I was able to meet like tons of new, well not tons, a lot of like really nice people, and I remember the coordinator being really like in love with volunteering and all that, and I had volunteered previously, but like all her like happiness and like love for volunteering kind of like, I don't know, like spread on me. And then she did ask me like, why don't you apply to be a coordinator? And I did it, and I applied, and I think it was one of the best decisions I've made. It really allowed me to grow not only like as a person but also professionally in many aspects. And then when I applied to be AVP student director, I was a little bit scared because I didn't know what was coming up, but Also like being able to work as a team with all the VUCF people and like Amanda and Fatea, and work with the coordinators was amazing, and I think it's been the best experience I've had in college.
I just wanted to have some great experiences, like with some great people, and it ended up being one of the best positions I've ever held on campus.
When I was applying to work at UCF, I was really excited about the opportunity to work with VUCF and AVP, specifically because community engagement, community development, social justice are my passion areas. And I think I love the idea that students are the leaders of these opportunities, are the ones engaging their peers in community. So, and then I met you all, and it just like kind of clicked into place that you all are wonderful to work with. So it was a combination of all those things.
I did some of the events. I didn't really know what I wanted to do at UCF. I just kind of latched onto volunteering because I had to do 100 community service hours for my high school. And it was just like, oh, like I already know kind of how to do this, so I guess I'll do that. And I just really found my place at UCF through this program.
I started volunteering with the UCF when I was a freshman, and I had the opportunity to go to quite a few events, and I realized it was definitely something I wanted to be a part of this year. And when the director applications came out, I knew I wanted to go for it because I personally love volunteering, and the fact that Volunteer UCF has so many events happening and makes volunteering accessible to so many different students no matter where their background is, it really struck a chord with me, and it made me want to be a better person and want to help other people live to their potential as well.
I wanted to be more involved on campus. So this is like the first club that I joined after going on my AVP to Costa Rica. I was like, okay, I want to do more. How do I put everything I learned and do more with it? So I joined, and now we're here.
Joanna, the previous, I forgot what role she had, assistant director.
Yeah.
She was like, you should definitely apply. You're really lonely. This will be good for you. And I was like, okay.
I think the lottery nights are always my favorite because with AVP it's just you kind of see all of the hard work that everyone's been putting into planning their trips, and even shout out to Allison, special events doing every single lottery night, even last year too. You get to see all the work that they've done, and then seeing all the students that signed up to show that they want to be a part of this experience and wanting to go to lottery night is awesome and super fun.
But one of the things I really loved the most was going to the meetings on Wednesday, because you could tell that everyone wanted to be there. It wasn't you have to be at this meeting, you're forced to be at the meeting kind of thing. It was everyone was excited to be there.
Probably Scottish Highland Games. I feel like that event really encapsulated the arts and recreation position, where it was a big festival just celebrating culture. Plus a lot of the directors decided to come also, so it would since it was one of my biggest events, I was very worried at the beginning because of how many people signed up, but because there was a significant chunk of people I already knew, I was way more comfortable.
I just went on AVP to Costa Rica, and there was a moment of our final reflection where we all just broke down crying and just felt this immense sense of gratitude for the country that hosted us, but also the gratitude and the positivity and the crying. But yeah, there was this moment where we all just had this cross-cultural dance party, and to me that was just such a cool thing because there were a lot of language barriers, but it just felt really warm and safe and just a really great environment for everybody. So that was probably my favorite moment that I can remember right now.
I really liked the first AVP lottery night. I think that I don't know, was the moment when we could see how the coordinators have actually put everything together to show their best and all their effort. And I don't know, just seeing them, seeing how hard they have worked, seeing how we all work together as a team, seeing the VUCF people, directors helping us to make all these things come true, just show how we all work together to make something nice and to show our love for volunteering, and how we want to make it contagious for other people to also love, volunteer. I don't know. I think that was like that moment, that night. It was really amazing.
In the World was one of the best experiences I've ever had because it was after working with these people throughout the year, so it was a great like bonding experience, and it was like a great opportunity to get closer with these people that I'm already close with.
Nights Give Back was like one of my favorite events this year because like it was my first time leading a group of people, and like I didn't know what I was doing, but then like I like the people I met, and they were like so supportive, and they're like, no, it's fine, like I would be like, oh sorry, like I don't know where we're going, like I don't know how to do this, and they're like, no, it's fine. They were like so patient and stuff, and that made me like realize that like, you know, it's okay to not know everything, and it's okay to like mess up. And like not only that, but then afterwards like I met like a couple people, and like they're still in like volunteer UCF and stuff like that, and they were like, you know, like thank you for doing this, and thank you for like leading us and everything. And it was my favorite.
Because the event that I run, the Tuesday night food share, happens every single week, I've had the opportunity to interact with a lot of the same homeless people. And one of my favorite moments throughout the year was an interaction that I had with one of the guys, Joe, and he was basically just telling me how impactful it was that I was there, like supporting everyone. Called me his guardian angel, and I don't know, it made me feel like my life had a lot of purpose, and that it was really important for not just me, but for other UCF students to be there. Just that us being there like meant the world to people who didn't have much.
Every time that I would like show up to a meeting and I was like really upset, Colin would be like, hug. Or when we all kind of like watched the sunrise on, I think it was Nights Give Back, that was really nice because it was like the whole campus felt like it was asleep. So I like that.
Besides that, I can't really like narrow something down. Whatever with Colin. I love Colin, and
Me as an AVP coordinator kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone, but being an assistant director kind of pushed me out more, because it's like trying to find that balance between like being authoritative but also like trying to be fun and fresh like with everybody, and like trying to figure out like how to like work with people in a higher sense, if that makes any sense. Like I don't know, it trusted me to like kind of believe in myself more and like not doubt everything.
I think I gained a lot in terms of time management and organization, but I gained a lot of friends, and that's something I'm really grateful for, because I've always been someone with like clubs that I'm like, they're my friends in the club, they're my friends in class, like you talk to them in school kind of thing, but I've always been wary of like really considering any of them my friends from clubs I'm in, because you don't really get to know them or hang out with them, and that wasn't the case with this.
Definitely the family. It's really nice to know that there's a support group with you, like standing alongside you and like willing to like help you up when you're like struggling. I also feel like I've gained, I don't know, like there's just been a lot of growth generally. I've learned how to manage my time better. I've learned that there's like a good balance between doing too much and not doing anything at all, and what a healthy version of that looks like.
I feel like I gained a lot of perspective, like a lot of knowledge on like social issues, like stuff that's like kind of like obvious to me, but like I didn't realize how like in depth like these like issues are. And like not only that, but I learned like to be a better person. So like I feel like being around like the Cube and like around all of you and just like seeing what you all do, it like makes me want to do that also.
I gained like a whole new community of friends in the homeless community in Orlando. I've gained a lot of like intercultural exchange, just learning a new level of empathy for people.
Started accepting myself more, I guess. Like I'm still very introverted. I'm still very like self-conscious, and I feel like through this and through getting to meet all these amazing people that I was able to kind of break away from evolve from that, where I'm more comfortable in my own skin.
learned a lot about other UCF students and had the opportunity to talk with a wide variety of students and see that, you know, in general, UCF students care about helping other people.
Learned to overcome many obstacles. I was very like shy, well, I'm still shy, but like I was shyer, let's say, and I learned to interact more with people, to learn more about them, to become a better listener, more than just talk and give my opinion, rather like listen to people, be able to put pieces together and come with ideas to like make the things that we want to happen and make it in unconventional ways that you know, make people just realize how important it is what we do.
A lot of knowledge about myself, and I learned about how I work as a person and in a team, and I definitely gained a whole bunch of new friends.
I think we've done a lot of awesome things this year. We've grown as a team. I would just say like this board has really seemed to like respect each other and has really taken each other's ideas and like built on them. So we really have had an awesome opportunity to kind of like explore some new things and build a foundation for next year. So I'm gonna miss y'all. Yeah, sad face.
I mean, shout out to everybody on the board. Y'all have put in a work and a half, especially to my AVP coordinator cuties. Love you. Y'all have done so many great experiences.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you for like I know I say everything, but like everything you do for VUCF and AVP. Like you're so knowledgeable, like not just like you're just so knowledgeable around campus with like resources and then like different options like to go about things. You're so passionate, and I like that you want to enforce like things for the environment, things for like, you know, veganism, and I love that. And like I love that you're so passionate about it, because it empowers me to like want to like speak more on like issues that I'm passionate about too, because like it lets me know that not to be afraid to like share my thoughts and things like that. And then also like because of you, like I have also started eating better, and like, you know, like focusing more on myself. Like you always talk about self-care, things like that. So like it's a good influence to be around like someone who's so like level-headed, I guess.
Huge shout out to Amanda Dever. She's been a great example for, I think, all of us. She's been very patient, and she's always very willing to listen to you and to hear your ideas and encourage you to be better. She not only helped me throughout my time at VUCF, but also with my professional development, and like when she had support me a lot with like my career goals and all of that, and she's always very enthusiastic about learning all the things that I do. So I think that she's been wonderful. She's been a great advisor, I will say, not only for the VUCF part, but also for like many other things. And I appreciate all her enthusiasm to learn more about us, to learn what we like, to learn what we are passionate about.
Like everyone was really great. Regine was really awesome for me. She was someone who like came out to some of my events that she definitely didn't need to, and it was really sweet of her, and I always loved talking to her. She always looked so cute whenever I saw her, so I always got to be like, you can go, Regine.
Fatea, just for all the work that she's done, like for ABP, but not just like her work, but just like as her as like a person. Like Fatea is so strong, so kind, but like so willing to help. And like I remember like the first month of joining ABP, and like we had to like have our trip submitted, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I think like it was our deadline, and I didn't have anything submitted, and I like texted Fatea, and I was like, Fatea, I don't know what's going on. And like at the moment I was like, I think I should like quit, because I don't think this is gonna work. And then like Fatea was like so reassuring, and she was like, no, it's okay, like we'll get through it. And we got through it and stuff. And then not only that, but like her energy like in meetings, and then like being around her makes me like motivated, like it inspires me. She's like a great leader. One of the reasons I joined is because Fatea, and because like I saw everything she did, I want to like mirror that, and I want to do everything that she does. And I have like nothing like bad to say about her, because like she's done so amazingly, like not just like as like for like ABP, but just like for herself too. Like she's like a role model and stuff. Like I know I'm like older than her and stuff, but like she's she's like my role model.
Diana literally got so close to this chick. I love her so much. Ryan, hi, cameraman. He's checking the camera. Who else? Randy, love that girl. Lena, the baddest of the badasses. I don't even know what to describe her as.
A shout out is to Diana. So Diana has been like the person that I have come the closest in this organization. She's been a real like rock star, and she knows from the beginning when we start these positions together how we connect and how we have tried to grow not only as part of this organization but also as people, and I just hope she knows that she will always count on me, and I hope I can always count on her.
Shout out to you, Amanda Dinkin. Love you, boo. If you want to fight me, then fight me. You know what I'm saying? Like, love that.
Taya for being the backbone of AVP. I think I sadly was not able to be as present as I wish with the AVP board, but she was always there, and she always made sure that we all were okay. And then I think that that's amazing, and I really appreciate all her work, all the things that she sacrificed to be there and be present and make sure our coordinators have the best experience being part of AVP and also in their own volunteering experiences. So yeah, she has been wonderful, and she will be forever.
To Amanda Dever, I mean, that's Amanda, like she's literally, she's just so inspiring also, and she knows exactly what she's doing and like what's good for the program, and like because of her this program is like so good also. And like going on an ABP with her was like, it really helped me define how I wanted to lead my trips, because she was so like, she was like right there with me. And like it was my first time, like when we went to Fort Lauderdale, it was my first time like leading a trip, and I really appreciated everything that she was like telling me, and like she wasn't like overbearing, she was just helpful, and then I like really appreciate. And then not just that, but like like all of our meetings and stuff, she's always like encouraging and supportive, and then she always has new ideas, and like, yeah, big thanks to Amanda.
A special shout out to Fatea, Diana, Randy, and Carly. You all have been great role models and mentors to me in this position. Thank you so much.
I think the people I really want to shout out are the people who are graduating, the people who have been on our board for a while, specifically our leadership team. I've worked with you all for like years now, and it's been really exciting to watch you come in as people with these huge ideas and then like ultimately like grow from there and build your own leadership. So I'm so excited to see what you do next, because I know you all are going to do amazing things that are going to change the world in huge ways. So special shout out to all of you.
Ryan,
oh, shit.
I think I met you last year actually, before I joined like VUCF, but like I remember just meeting you. You were so friendly, and like you're bouncing off the walls, and like, but then like I think I like came into the cube like to do something, and then you were just like hi and stuff, and I instantly like felt welcomed, and I was like, okay, like I want to be in this environment, like I want to be around like this kind of energy, so like thank you for like always being so kind and so welcoming of people, and like so friendly, like because I'm so introverted, it's like sometimes it's hard for me to like make friends or just like start a new environment. So like the fact that like you're there, like just like being best friends with everyone, that like I felt like that really helped like my VUCF experience also.
The last but not the least special one would be for Randy, for being kind of like a close mentor friend on how to be a better role model for AVP as a leader. She really showed me like first a lot of kindness and a lot of willingness to like help me and all of that, and then I think we like in all our jokes and all those things we really develop this interesting dynamic to be there and like support each other, and yeah, just thank her for all the things that she taught me.
Lena is like really shy, and like I know it's like hard for her to like open up to people, but like I remember like all the times that I have talked to her, she's always been like so personable and like giving me advice, like not just in ABP, but she'll tell me about like today she was telling me about like what it's like to like move to a new country and like study abroad, and then like everything that, even though I don't see her often, like everything, whenever I do see her, it's always like so like helpful. And like Lena is like always willing to help. One of my favorite memories is that like our first lottery night, I didn't have my poster done, and then Lena was like, okay, like that's okay, like just print out whatever you need, and then she was like helping me like on the floor like with me like pasting the pictures and stuff, and like she didn't have to do that, but like she was just right there next to me like pasting and stuff, and I like really appreciated that. And so like yeah, thank you to Lena for everything.
Why? Colin. I love you. Yeah, like Val, where I'm gonna get to know Val a lot more this upcoming year.
To Chris, C, you know, like we were co-coordinators to Guyana. I just wanted to say like thank you for being so like a great co-coordinator, and like thank you for like having my back, and I hope that like I had yours in return. Like the trip to Guyana would not be as great as it was without you. So like thank you for like just throughout the process, like planning it from day one. I remember like when we were like at the schools and stuff in Guyana, like you would like check on me all the time and just ask me like if I was good and things like that, if I needed anything, and like that was so appreciated. I appreciated that so much, because like I like sometimes I was like frazzled or like overwhelmed, but I felt like your presence like really like helped that. And yeah, thanks for being a great co.
Is Dino gonna be there? The dog?
He graduated.
He graduated?
He like
What?
He basically like graduated. He moved on.
It's in a better place now.
So I've made like a few like pretty close friends here. I guess shout out to like Kyle and Colin and Logan for keeping me sane.
To Diana, we didn't really talk in the beginning of the year. We kind of like got closer like towards the end of the like year and stuff, but like just thank you for being you. Like I remember like one of the first couple of times we talked, you're just like so supportive, and you're always like, you know, like yes, like, you know, like just hyping me up, and I can see like I love who you are as a person, and like I see myself in a lot of you, like, you know, like we have a lot in common, and like when you talk about like being an only child and stuff, I'm like, I know, me too, and stuff. I mean, not just that, but like the way you like project yourself is like, you're just such a good person, you know, and you like mean well, and like you do everything to like better people's lives, and I'm just really glad I met you.
I'm literally, I don't care if this is in the video and if it looks weird. I love you so much.
Well, shout out Ryan, because in the beginning of the summer when I first got the position, I wasn't able to make every single food chair, and he filled in for me, and he didn't necessarily have to, but volunteered to run the food chairs when I couldn't be there. So I really appreciated that. He started me off strong.
I want to give a shout out to Rihanna. You've been there from the beginning. The first person I talked to like on like the pre-departure meeting to Costa Rica, and then from there we went to Costa Rica together, and then
by chance we ended up as roommates in Costa Rica. And then we didn't even plan to apply together as coordinators, but like ended up being coordinators together. We just kind of spent the year together. We've gotten so close. And like you've been there like since day one of my ABP like experience. And I'm so sad to see you like graduate and stuff. But I know you're gonna do great things because like you care so much about like people. And just like thank you for being like such a good friend. Like you've even though like it might not seem like it, but you've helped me through a lot, and just like by being there and like going through this process together and then like just hang out all the time and like just thank you. Yeah, just thank you for being you. You're so like, I know you're quiet and you're shy, but I know that you're so like passionate about like psychology and like wanting to help people in mental health and things like that, and I know that you will do it. But yeah, just thanks for being there and thanks for being my friend.
And everybody else, like even though if I don't see you on a daily basis, when I do, you really make my day, and like I really love being around every single.
Of course, finally to like everyone that has been in the board, you all somehow have added to these important memories that I have from the US, from UCF, and wherever I go next, I'm sure I will always be happy to see you, to hear about you, to I don't know, you can come to me, talk to me, tell me whatever crazy idea you have, and yeah, I will always remember you, so I thank you all for all your love and your passion, and yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna cry at all of this. Okay.
Yay! Oh yes!
Who will most likely be seen this during the event? Or
what?
Bless you.
Bless you, Ryan. Oh my God, there's a bee. See ya.
It's like because of how busy it.
So the people.
Bless you, Ryan. Sneezed in the first one too.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, chill out. What about Ryan?
Hi Ryan, I appreciate all your happiness, how active you are, and for recording me right now.
Yeah, that concludes everything. So thank you for.
Oh no, my makeup is.
It's gonna be all of us at the banquet. It's fine.